Hey Ravens fan, the game against the Bengals is just around the corner, and the excitement is through the roof. With both teams gearing up for an electrifying matchup, bets and strategies will be crucial in determining who comes out on top. The Ravens are bringing their A-game, with Lamar Jackson leading the offense and new talent stepping up, while the Bengals try to regroup and challenge our Ravens. In this video, we'll give you all the details on what to expect from this showdown and how the Ravens can come out victorious. Stay with us until the end so you don't miss anything and understand how the team can make the difference in this game. Go Ravens! Zay Flowers has been the type of player that Ravens fans love to watch on the field. He's fast, smart, and knows how to find space to make big plays, taking advantage of every opportunity the opposing defense gives. With Derrick Henry running so well, Flowers has even more room to shine, as defenders have to split their attention between the running and passing game. This makes Flowers a solid bet to score a touchdown, especially with the Bengals' defense not at its best. If you've been watching the recent games, you've seen that Flowers is not only in sync with Lamar Jackson, but he also has the speed to blow past defenders and make explosive plays. He's already had many important receptions this season, and against the Bengals, the combination of his talent and the Ravens' offensive rhythm could put the opposing defense in a tough spot. Flowers has everything it takes to use his agility and skills to reach the end zone, making him one of the best bets to score a touchdown at any moment in the game. With Flowers and Henry in top form, the Ravens' air and ground attacks gain strength, opening up multiple possibilities for the team. This gives Lamar Jackson more chances to connect on key passes and increase the score, exploiting the defense's gaps. Speaking of Lamar, the next point shows how he could surprise with over 1.5 touchdown passes in this game. Lamar Jackson is playing with a lot of confidence this year, and it's reflected in the number of touchdown passes he's completing. With the Ravens' offense stronger and more dynamic, he's been surprising opposing defenses with quick and precise plays. Now, against the Bengals, who haven't been great defending the pass, Lamar has a great chance to surpass the 1.5 touchdown mark. With Flowers, Andrews, and other targets ready to catch passes, this milestone looks very achievable for Lamar. Lamar's real advantage lies in his ability to mix running and passing, always keeping defenders guessing about what he'll do next. This strategy is particularly effective against defenses like the Bengals, who have struggled to keep up with the movement of quarterbacks and their targets. If Lamar keeps the game's pace and distributes the passes well, it's very likely he'll surpass the touchdown mark, delighting fans and those betting on him. With this combination of players and strategies, the Ravens' offense is more unpredictable and engaging than ever. Lamar knows he can count on solid options like Mark Andrews, who always steps up in critical moments. So, what do you think, fan? Do you believe Lamar Jackson will throw over 1.5 touchdowns against the Bengals? Let us know in the comments if you think he'll surprise us, or if you believe their defense will make things difficult. Let's discuss it in the comments. And speaking of Andrews, the next point explains why he's likely to surpass 55.5 receiving yards in this game. Mark Andrews has been one of the biggest weapons in the Ravens' offense, and his chemistry with Lamar Jackson just keeps growing. He always stands out in crucial moments and is the kind of player who makes a difference in important games. Against the Bengals, a defense that has shown weakness against tight ends, Andrews has everything it takes to shine. With Lamar trusting him, he's always a reliable choice for big yards, and this game could be another opportunity for him to surpass the 55.5 receiving yards mark. Not only is he a key part of Lamar's passing plays, but Andrews has also shown himself to be very versatile. Even when defenders try to neutralize him, he finds ways to stand out, whether it's with long receptions or catching passes at critical moments. For the Ravens, he's a true game changer, capable of altering the tempo of any game. Considering that the Bengals struggle to cover tight ends, this yardage mark is totally achievable for the veteran. If the Ravens continue to explore the passing game and Andrews is well fed by Lamar, he could easily surpass 55.5 yards. This kind of bet has great potential, especially knowing the impact Andrews has had throughout the season. With Lamar and Andrews standing out, will other offensive players from the Ravens shine as well? Let's take a look at the running game now and see how they could surprise once again. Alright, we're past the halfway point of the video, but I noticed you haven't left your like yet. It's really important for YouTube to keep recommending my content to you, and that way I'll keep bringing you more. So hit that like button. It's free, okay? Let's keep going. Derrick Henry is undoubtedly one of the most feared running backs in the NFL, known for his strength and ability to bulldoze through defenses. However, the Bengals will likely have a plan to limit him, especially considering that their defense has been focusing on neutralizing powerful runs like Henry's. Even with his impressive 117 yards per game average this season, it's possible Henry won't surpass the 91.5-yard mark against a Bengals defense determined to force Lamar Jackson to pass more and rely less on the ground game. If the Bengals manage to contain Henry early in the game, it could change the game's dynamics, forcing the Ravens to adapt to the passing game. With a clear focus on limiting Henry, Cincinnati's defense will probably stack more players in the line of scrimmage to interrupt the running attempts. This could be key in keeping Henry below the 91.5-yard mark. Furthermore, the fact that the Ravens' offensive line can struggle to create running lanes could also contribute to this outcome. Considering the pressure to adjust to Cincinnati's defense, Henry's chances of surpassing the 91.5-yard mark seem lower, especially with a defense well-prepared to limit explosive runs. But if the Bengals try to stop Henry, it could open even more opportunities for Lamar Jackson to pass, which brings us directly to the next point about how he could surpass 1.5 touchdown passes. The Ravens' defense has proven to be one of the most effective when it comes to pressuring opposing quarterbacks, and this puts Joe Burrow in a tough spot. Burrow has been struggling with an inconsistent offensive line, which has made it easier for opposing defenses to apply pressure. With the Ravens' defensive line firing on all cylinders and looking to disrupt Burrow's passing game, betting on more than 1.5 sacks for the Ravens' defense seems like a safe bet. Despite his talent, Burrow has been facing difficulties in protecting himself behind the Bengals' offensive line, which has struggled to keep defenders away from the quarterback. The Ravens' defensive line, led by Odafe Oweh and Justin Matabike, is a nightmare for any QB who has issues protecting the pocket. Given this, expecting Burrow to take at least 2 sacks is very realistic, as Baltimore's defense has the ability to quickly shut down the passing game. With Burrow constantly pressured, this could be the game's deciding factor, and the Ravens' defense knows this. Now, with pressure on Burrow, the Ravens' game becomes even more unpredictable, and this could directly affect Lamar Jackson's stats, as he'll have to adjust to these conditions. So, Ravens fan, what do you think will happen in this matchup against the Bengals? Will Lamar Jackson continue to shine, or will the team need to adapt to a tougher game? Drop a comment below with what you think could be the key to victory. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on all the latest news and analysis about the Ravens. See you in the next video, and let's keep cheering for another big win.